What's going on, guys? So today we're going to be talking about Aurora Cannabis and the Green Organic Dutchman. So if you guys are paying attention to the market, you guys are going to know by now that TGOD is down over 15.95%, and the reason why is because Aurora Cannabis has officially sold the Green Organic Dutchman. Also, before we get this video started, don't forget, give me a thumbs up. If you're new here, hit that notification bell and smash that subscribe button. So they had about a 10% position left in the Green Organic Dutchman, and they have officially sold the remaining amount of that position. So if we're looking at the Green Organic Dutchman charts right here, we can see that they're down 56 cents today, down 15.95%. Technical analysis looking like a sell. On top of that, we have a very huge gap down, and we see a lot of red volume here. So the Green Organic Dutchman does seem to be oversold. I won't be surprised to see a nice little swing. This could be a good potential swing trade or day trade, but at this point we got to see how low TGOD can go. I did draw another support line here at around $2.50 for the Green Organic Dutchman. I do think it could potentially go that low, but right now we're seeing a lot of red volume and a gap down, which I do think will eventually be filled. So also, if we're going to be taking a look at Aurora Cannabis, which we're going to do real quick, Aurora Cannabis is also down 3.04%, and I think the main reason is because they did sell TGOD shares at a discount. So as we can see by these charts, Aurora Cannabis continues to downtrend, and now we are approaching even closer to this line that I have drawn, this red line at around $7, which I have been talking about for quite some time, and I considered this line to be a buy for Aurora Cannabis. So as soon as Aurora Cannabis, or if Aurora Cannabis comes close to it, I have been very tempted to pick up some more Aurora shares. I'm pretty much watching from the sidelines right now. It's been super volatile, these markets, and the pot sector has been selling off for quite some time now. So I think it's almost time for me to pick up some Aurora shares. I have not picked up any Aurora shares. I've been picking up a few other companies, but no Aurora shares. So I do have cash ready to continue my position in Aurora Cannabis. I currently have a position in Aurora Cannabis at around $7.26. I do plan to average down. I'm not going to pick up any shares unless I am averaging down with Aurora Cannabis. So now we're going to move on to the reason why. So cannabis stocks mostly lower as Aurora sells Green Organic Dutchman's stake. So Aurora Cannabis sold its roughly 10% remaining stake in Organic Cannabis Grower at 15% discount. So Aurora, which is mostly widely held on the Canadian licensed producers, liquidated its stake in block trade conducted at $3 a share late Tuesday, or about 15% below its closing price. Aurora first invested in the company in January 2018 when it bought 33.3 million shares at $1.65. The company then bought another 6.3 million shares during the company's initial public offering at $3.65 to bring its stake to about 18%. And as we all know in the news in the past, Aurora Cannabis has already sold off a position from Green Organic Dutchman, and they still held on to a small position. And now I think this is official. Aurora Cannabis is no longer holding or partners with the Green Organic Dutchman. So actions since then have signaled that this was not to be a long-term relationship. Aurora COO stepped down from TGOD's board in September 2018. Aurora began selling shares in October 2018, priced at $5 to $6. I remember we were making videos about that when this was happening, and it did start a sell-off for the Green Organic Dutchman. So this continued into January 2019, and Aurora also allowed a number of its warrants to expire during this period. On top of that, Aurora's decision to acquire Whistler in a $175 million deal showed a change of strategic direction. Whistler is a direct competitor of the Green Organic Dutchman. So not only is Aurora Cannabis selling the Green Organic Dutchman, they're also acquiring their direct competitor, which is Whistler. So for Aurora, the news is positive as the $86.5 million offers a need cash boost to a company that still has not found a major financial backer. So yes, Aurora is in desperate need of cash. I actually much rather see them sell the Green Organic Dutchman shares, even though I am a shareholder of TGOD, versus them diluting even more shares, which will punish us, the shareholders, even more. So at least they have a little bit more cash in their pockets. Maybe they have a trick up their sleeve. Who knows what they're going to do with that money. If they do end up doing something, I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date. I just want to move on to another quick article, which is Hexo. What's the word on the street? So Hexo has been getting beat up lately. We're going to take a quick look at Hexo. I've been very tempted to start a position. I have a support line for Hexo at $5. Unfortunately, I did miss my buying opportunity. I am not in a hurry to buy any Hexo shares. I'm already a shareholder in Hexo, and if Hexo goes back down to the support line, I could potentially be picking up some more Hexo shares. So we're going to talk about Hexo real quick. And as you can see right here, there's a $5 support line which Hexo has hit once and twice and almost immediately bounced off this line. And I'm not going to be in a hurry to buy unless it hits this $5 support line again. But even if it does go to this $5 support line, there is also potential that Hexo can go even lower to around $4.25. So Hexo, what's the word on the street? So Hexo has suffered since it's reported lower than expected third quarter results in June. The stock has fallen 31.8% since it reported its earnings on June 12. Now I will be doing a new analyst price target video for new price targets, because I'm pretty sure all the price targets have changed, especially since the sector has gotten beat up. But we're just going to do a quick analyst price target for Hexo. So CIBC downgraded Hexo to a neutral from an outperform and reduced the target price to $8.50 Canadian dollars from $9.50 Canadian dollars. Oppenheimer also downgraded the stock to perform from outperform. What to expect in fiscal 2019? For fiscal 2019, analysts expect Hexo's revenue to be around 59.6 million Canadian dollars, which is higher than the same period last year. Analysts also expect the company to report a loss of 17 cents per share, which is in line with 2018. Analysts expect the company to report a negative EBITDA of 32.7 million Canadian dollars, which is lower than the same period last year. The gross margin could be higher than 48.5% compared to 50.3% in the fourth quarter of 2018. So even though Hexo does have an $8.50 one-year price target, I still do not plan on purchasing any Hexo until it hits that $5 support line. Then my next buying point for Hexo would be around $4.20. And since we were speaking about Hexo and Aurora Cannabis, there is an article here titled 3 Top MJ Stocks to Watch in September. And those 3 stocks are Aurora, Hexo, and CannTrust. All 3 of these companies, pretty much most of the sector has been getting beat up, especially CannTrust. CannTrust is probably one of the reasons why the sector has been beat up as much as it has. CannTrust almost crashed the whole sector based on that negative news that we've heard recently. So Aurora Cannabis should be announcing, from the looks of it right here, their earnings on September 15th. The company is scheduled to provide an update for its quarter ended on June 30th. So Aurora gave a preview in early August of what investors can expect in its fiscal fourth quarter. The company should announce net revenue between 100 and 107 million Canadian. That midpoint of the range reflects a 59% jump from Aurora's net revenue in the previous quarter. According to this, Aurora will be announcing more than 100 million net revenue, which would be great news. If Aurora Cannabis does actually go over 100 million, then I do expect Aurora Cannabis to have a nice price jump. But unfortunately, if they go below 100 million, this could be even worse news for Aurora Cannabis. So I really hope Aurora Cannabis did not set the bar too high here. I'm going to go straight to CannTrust, which is CannTrust can't be accurately described as a top marijuana stock after its horrible fall in the recent months, but the company is certainly a top stock to watch in September, if for no other reason than to find out if there's any skeletons in its closet. So the one thing I do like about CannTrust is they are below their IPO right now. And the fact that this company has gotten beat up so much can mean that the company has a lot of potential to recover a lot of what it's lost. If you can see right here, we had a previous support line here at around $5, and we immediately gapped down, and we're pretty much right at where CannTrust IPO'd. So at this point, we have a lot of room to recover. We're at $1.63. Does CannTrust have the potential to ever go back to $5? I mean, Aphria did it after those horrible allegations and the attack of these short sellers. So I do think it's very possible for CannTrust. Obviously, we can't be seeing any more negative news, any more negative things coming out with this company, but I do see a lot of potential with it. But it's definitely not a company that I'm going to be risking my money with. There's a lot of other good deals out there. I don't really have the risk tolerance for me to be investing or gambling with this company right now, especially after all the negativity, especially after this company has already dragged down the whole sector. So we're gonna move on to the next article, which is the 5 of the most cash rich cannabis stock. And of course we're gonna know obviously 2 companies are going to be most likely Canopy and Cronos because the Constellation and the Altria deal. So we're going to scroll down, and of course we see Canopy growth right here, $3.14 billion, and then Cronos with the Altria deal, $2.32 billion. We're just going to skim past this. We have GW Pharmaceuticals, $583.7 million, and then we have Aphria, which is at $571 million, and Aurora Cannabis at $391.5 million. So those are the top 5 rich cash companies in the MJ sector. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up like this. Let me know what you guys think about this news. What do you guys think about the Green Organic Dutchman? Is it gonna get uglier? Are they gonna recover? Also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget, give me a quick thumbs up. If you're new here, hit that notification bell, smash that subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching, and that's it for now, guys. Bye bye.